Hey guys, Cam for 15 back at it with another episode review for you guys for Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, where that this show continues to be amazing. This show continues to be amazing, and I think me and my co-host, we called it that Rukia and Renji were more than likely the two people in the sky that just showed up and appeared to help out in the fight. And hey, it's cool to see. It is cool to see. But like, it's absolutely crazy with where this story is going. We have Renji coming back with a new Bankai, you know, because we found out originally he wasn't saying his Bankai correctly, and it's like, what the hell? So, yes, now, if you're wondering, why is my co-host not on the channel here? Well, he's in Mexico. That's where he is. He's in Mexico, enjoying his life, but he'll be back next week to talk Bleach and everything. So I'll ask him about his thoughts on the new refined Bankai of Renji. But let's get to this episode where we just have it to where we pick up where we last left off with wrestling guy, which I'm trying to get his name right now. Trying to get his let's see what is his name. What is his name? Mass D Masculine. I'm just call him Mass, but the wrestling guy. It was funny. The guy is just a freaking hilarious character, just with what he can do, and it's absolutely like crazy to see how strong this guy is. And you know, at first you make it seem like when Kensei goes up against him, like you see like, okay, Kensei doesn't seem like, oh, he's a Kensei doesn't seem like, oh, he's a, you know, he's a strong guy. You know, this guy's a joke. He activates his Bankai and everything, which is funny because it's like, he's one of the guys that was a hollow mass dude, but I guess he can use his Bankai now, so, alright, no point in doing that. So, it's absolutely funny that even though he can technically hollowify himself and add like another strength to his Bankai, it's so stupid, but whatever. But Kensei, he takes the fight to Mask, and you know, it looks like, okay, this is gonna be easy, and I'm just like, well then what the hell are we doing here? Next thing you know, you have it to where you have this tiny little dude, the guy that fixed him up, James, and he's like, oh, Masco, and the guy's like, James. And it's funny because you think like, okay, eventually he gets taken out by the other squad captain, and lo and behold, next thing you know, I'm seeing James just jumping up, and half of his body's cut off. I'm just like, oh, are you serious? And it seems like this James character keeps multiplying, but it was absolutely like crazy. I'm like, so yeah, but we know the fact that this, and eventually you have it where Shuei tells Kensei like, hey, you gotta kill that guy. That's the guy that keeps making this guy strong and everything. And, you know, because of the encouragement of James, Mask gets stronger and beats the ever-living shit out of frickin' Kensei. Like, Kensei's down for the count. Like, he is knocked out, he's down for the count. The other squad captain gets involved, but then he gets a whole frickin' star blown in his chest, and he's down for the count. And it's like, oh, well, things just went from bad to worse. Now, the guy, he's still conscious, but it looks like Mask is going to finish him off for good. But then that's when frickin' Renji comes in and saves him. And not only Renji's there, Rukia is there. And pretty much, Renji tells Rukia, like, hey, you go take the two captains, go take them back to go get healed. I'll handle this. I'm strong enough to handle this. And Rukia is like, yeah, you should be. So that's kind of the thing. And it's funny because Mass is like using this whole, oh, you're the villain, aren't you? And obviously Renji's like, well, if you want to play by that game, you're the villain. But all right, if you want to play by that way, then I guess I can be the villain. But they start talking and everything, and before they fight, you know, that's when you have it to where Renji unleashes his new reformed Bankai. Now, it's still Zabimaru, and again, you know, the visuals just look very great, very beautiful. This fight was just really good, great fight to watch. You know, Renji holding his sword like it was Ichigo from like way back in the original series, and everything with his gigantic sword he had. It was absolutely crazy. You know, and we actually find out that Renji hasn't been saying Zabimaru the Bankai right. Like, because we know when he goes and did Bankai in the past, he would say Bankai Hihio Zabimaru. And that's actually not the true way to say his true Bankai's name. We find out that his true Bankai's name is like Zabimaru. And he gets like this like one arm like thing, and then the sword is connected through the snake on his hand, and this Bankai looks very interesting to say the least, but it's definitely different. And I think this Bankai actually works better because if you remember Renji's original Bankai, it was just a gigantic snake, and it kind of put him at a disadvantage and everything at some point because it's just a big target looking to attack something. But this is his true Bankai. The one guy said it and said that, you know, I forgot. He said something in regards to the creation of a Bankai, in terms of like saying the true name. So you have to wonder, do these other Soul Reapers, are they actually saying the true name of their Bankai, or is it something else entirely? So you have to wonder, maybe if, and you would have to think if he has a Bankai, then Rukia, if I don't remember if Rukia had a Bankai in the in the final arc of the original series, so the Fullbringer arc. I might have to go back and rewatch that, but you know, you would have to think that okay, she has a Bankai now too, but you know, the thing is, he actually destroys Mass with ease. But the thing is, you know, James keeps getting him back up and everything, and he keeps like unleashing these attacks to the point even like one of these attacks James, and he's like, don't worry about it, you'll just regenerate, James. But eventually Renji catches him by surprise, defeats him, and kills him, and we have Stern Ritter down for the count. So it shows how strong Renji is now, and he's probably gonna go help out somebody else. Also, we get at the start of the episode the fact that the Soul Reapers are like literally down to 30% of their forces left, and you have it to where Shunsui pretty much says, listen, right now, don't dawdle, don't pick individual fights, get to the nearest squad barracks, pair up, do what you can, and let's turn this fight around. Because, let's be honest, it's just like underlings of the Soul Reapers. Most of the big heavy hitters that are keeping them in the fight, they're either badly wounded or they're knocked out, or if anything, they're still somewhat fighting. But regardless, like, it's absolutely crazy that they're still... They still have a chance, even though they're at 30%. But it's not looking good. Like, it's not looking good at all. And they even make the mention, like, okay, this squad captain got hurt, blah, blah, blah. Now we have 2 more squad captains that are hurt, too. And we have it to where we see the squad 4 barracks. There's just a line of Soul Reapers just being healed by Asane and her grouping. So, yeah, and then, obviously, we don't know where Kenpachi's at. They make a mention about where Kenpachi is. They're like, don't worry about him. So, very freaking interesting to say the least, with where that's going now. We get a post-credits scene, and you would think it would be Ichigo stuff, but no, it's actually stuff pertaining to Uryu. Eventually, we see, I guess, the life essence of Mask go into Yhwach, where Yhwach's like, alright, come home now. And the thing is, Yhwach goes away for a bit, and pretty much you have it to where Yhwach shows up, and he's telling Uryu, like, yeah, he needs to sleep. You know, for that, you can understand, you know, and he goes on to say, like, you see, His Majesty isn't exactly who you think he truly is. Or he's like a difference of a being. And he tells that to Uri, like, you know, it's something that even your grandfather wouldn't know about. But since you are a successor, I think I might as well should tell you where this is going. So, it's gonna be very interesting to see where this is going. I'm guessing Uryu is gonna find out what the hell truly freaking Yuhabak is. And yeah, but anyways, that's pretty much it. Solid episode of Bleach. Really liked it. Glad Renji came back into the fold, and he's fighting and he's getting ready to freaking take it to the Quincy's. So we'll see where it's gonna go next. But yeah. But if you guys like the video, leave a like. Put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Bleach, as well as hit the subscribe button if you want to get more Bleach content or any other anime content I upload to the channel. Till then, guys, stay safe out there and have a great rest of your day or night in this video. Peace.